I'm Bill Morris with Habitat Magazine, and Eric Cowley, as an engineer, you have a great deal of experience dealing with the New York City Department of Buildings. And from my own limited experience, it's a little bit, the bureaucracy is maddening. It's a little bit like dealing with the Kremlin or the Pentagon. Or how do you cut through the chatter and the red tape when you're dealing with the DOB?
Those folks have a lot they have to deal with. Obviously, you think about all the components in the building. There's a lot going on they're trying to deal with. It also brings to mind that the sidewalks and roads are handled by the DOT. A lot of the sewage is handled by the DEP, and you have the LPC involved and exterior construction work, as well as the MTA if you're anywhere near a subway. So the DOB is one component.
It sounds like a little Campbell's soup you got there. Alphabet soup.
Well, we try to shorten the abbreviations down because the work takes over our brain power. So we talk in abbreviations all the time, sort of like the U.S. military.
So how do you cut through this alphabet soup?
Well, you know what we've done, Bill, is I started my own expediting service years ago. Even when it was a simpler time, paperwork was onerous, and I would have to use a third party to handle all my paperwork to get into the city, to the DOB, or to any of the other agencies. And this middleman caused delays. There's some paperwork lost. Signatures had to go through that person before it came to me. So I set up my own expediting service in order to in-house manage it. And it's worked out really well. I got 3 top-notch people working in that department alone. And their job.
You have a staff of 3 just expediting the paperwork for your projects.
That's correct. And it's gotten so now we're doing other people's projects as well. Contractors have contacted us to renew their permits, to renew their insurances, to pull permits for them. And so it's become, I guess, a bureaucracy has spawned an industry. And that used to be the old saying, but it's gotten even more complex with the DOB.
New regulations coming every year. Just this year, the DOB tightened the local law 11 facade requirements. These are all things that you, as an engineer, have to deal with.
That's correct, and also the issuance of violations. The Department of Buildings is, in my world of facade work, mostly they're shooting for 0 defects, and so they send inspectors out and they issue violations to the building about certain conditions that they see. And it requires a professional engineer to clear these violations. So the fact that I have an in-house expediting service, we help our clients stay in compliance with the DOB.
Now, during the coronavirus pandemic, I'm gathering you must be cutting way back. Have you secured all of your projects to shut them down for the duration, or where are you at with that?
Well, the projects are shut down and they get inspected once a week by the contractor to make sure everything's still stable. But we're not doing any site visits or site inspections. Right now, the expediting work that we're doing is renewals for permits that are expiring in the meantime while everybody's shut down. And clearing what we call certificates of corrections for properties that got violations. We can do these things online.
So even though the actual physical work has just about dried up, the paperwork has to keep moving, huh?
We can move some of it. Yes, the DOB has been proactive in establishing online services now. So as far as shuttling large drawings down to the DOB, a lot of that we're sending in electronically. So that's worked out well. I'm not sure how it's working on their end, but they're getting our paperwork anyway.
Well, anyhow, I hope you and your people stay safe during the pandemic. And thanks for talking with us, Eric Cowley.
Bill Morris, very nice to see you. Good luck.